Alright. Hi, guys. So let's pick up where we left off. That is right after he acknowledges one of the changes in his life was his adopted brother and the other was his friend. But anyways, the reason why his kid was out there is because of Phil. Oh, bro just straight up, that's from what his kid told him, that Phil is the jerk, the monster, the deadbeat. He's basically the freaking asshole who tried to get his kid killed. Killed because his son is a child of the person who killed his parents. Now this is explaining why Ace wasn't around to protect his kid. It is because he had to go and clear out zombies. He's from the area around the gate and around the colony in which they're living at. But Ace is literally just yelling at him because what kind of asshole tries to kill a kid for something that's not their fault. Now the only reason Ace is keeping Phil around is because he has saved their lives multiple times. And Ace is already in the process of trying to ignore mourning his deceased friends, and all the losses gone on in his life. Even shit is already not easy as it is. If it weren't for this fact, he would have thrown Phil out a long time ago if he hadn't saved their lives multiple times by now. This is Phil's only warning that he will ever receive from Ace. Ace is just straight up looking him dead in the eyes and being like, if you do not get your shit together, I will kill you. Because he's not gonna let Phil endanger his kid and get away with it. Now, basically, he's not making the same mistake again twice. Eisen is leaving his brothers to watch over his kid. It's basically just like, Phil, while I trust you, I couldn't understand why you're trying to kill a kid for something that's not their fault. I am not going to let you watch them again, and so you can have a second shot at killing them. Because Ace, while he is trusting, while he is forgiving, he is not stupid. Because bro is just straight up not going to let Phil anywhere near his kid. From henceforth because of this incident. And then even if he somehow does get near his kid, it's going to be a supervised freaking visit. There's going to be 3 other people in that room with him and the kid. Just to make sure that nothing bad happens to his kid. Now you can see from the beginning of this break, that Phil does actually seem to regret his actions when it's been put plainly by Ace. It's just how fucked up his actions were. Now Ace is currently in the point of his life where he's just drinking away his freaking problems. Rather than actually dealing with them. And because for him right now, it's just too freaking much. That she is dealing with zombies. He is dealing with the grief of having lost as many more friends, losing a love interest, as in having to raise a kid. It all during a zombie freaking apocalypse. And now he even has to run a freaking colony because as he ran away from the towers. So if you're wondering what the towers are, you will find out later on when I decide to go through with the introduction of Ash and his backstory. Ace is basically saying, why couldn't his heart just die when his family died and when his friends died? He's essentially saying it would be easier to be heartless than to have a heart. Because when you experience the pain of losing somebody you love, it is not at all an easy thing to deal with. It is one of the hardest things to deal with that you will ever have to deal with in your entire life. And for Ace right now, this is just the approximation of living in a shithole that somebody else created. Now this random moment, and it's just Ace being drunk, lonely, and ever so slightly suicidally depressed. Because bro is just lonely, and depressed, as in actually needs the freaking affection that goes along with it. Bro just straight up pushes Phil off him. And because he's not going to sleep it off, and he's not going to be alone on either. Ace is not very smart when drunk. And his defense, and so you're far enough away and drunk enough of a zombie does. It already kind of looks like a person, it just doesn't appear enough like a person. And when you drunk, you drunk. Bro is literally chill with it if Phil don't want to be the person to spend the night with him, but he does not want to be alone. He's basically saying he'll lie in the bed next to him, but he's not going to do anything. At most, Bro is just going to be hugged, and that's it. Now, much like with Opal, this will be the only interaction you have with if one of his only other living relatives, other than his son, brothers, and well, nobody freaking else. Well, if Atticus is the only other relative that he has one of four, or who is still alive, that we know of at the moment. Now, Ace was sent out here to fight one of Azrael's goons, and it's because they are looking for a food source, or they are looking for a fighting chance, and Bro is out here. They're trying to clear out zombies. He was not expecting to run into Atticus. Now, important part of why he's accusing him of betrayal is because of the shield that he is carrying. The shield itself is a direct symbol of Azrael. Pretty much everybody who's with him either carries this shield filled with little signature or style or a spear. Or so, yeah, one of two ways to recognize him is by the shield or spears. Now, he doesn't want to have to hurt Atticus, but that he doesn't know what else to do. And right now, it's looking like attacking his cousin is going to be the only way out.
Why did you make me do this? You're fighting so you can watch everyone around you die. Think, Mark. You'll outlast every fragile, insignificant being on this planet. You'll live to see this world crumble to dust and blow away. Everyone and everything you know will be gone. What will you have after 500 years? Are you Dad? I still have you.
This is the literal moment where Atticus realizes that things could have been different, and if he had just chosen the right path. But instead he's risking killing his cousin, looking for somebody who doesn't even